Hey, what's up, people? JayDub here. I'm pretty sure you're wondering whether I've heard the news or not, and yes, I have. TNA and the war that they tried to start, TNA and the war that they tried to engage in versus WWE, TNA and the war that them and their fans hyped up so heavily, TNA and a war that was supposed to reinvigorate the whole professional wrestling industry. After just 2 months, they've given up. They caved in, they waved the white flag of surrender, and they're retreating back to Thursday nights. TNA has been defeated. This Monday Night War is over. TNA will be moving back to Thursday nights next week. I do believe from the beginning that I said TNA on Monday nights was a failure. And the failure, it turned out to be an epic fail. But the TNA fans, they talk shit about me. I do believe that I said TNA versus WWE was not going to be a war, and it wasn't. But the TNA fans, they still talk shit. I do believe that I also said that Dixie Carter, TNA, if they knew what was good for them, they'd move back to Thursday nights. And that's what happened. But the TNA fans, yet again, they still talk shit. So I want to know, TNA fans, what do you have to say right now? Because honestly, what can I say right now that I haven't said time and time and time again? I know what I can say. I was fucking right. You were wrong. I was right from day one. From the beginning, I was right. Vindication is mine. All of you set up, you talk so much shit about me. All of you loudmouth, shit-talking, delusional TNA fans, you called me every name in the book. Simple-minded, ignorant, an idiot, all of this shit. But guess what? Turns out I was the right one and y'all were the fucking wrong ones. You were sitting up saying, oh, JayDub, oh, you're an idiot. You can't say the TNA is failing because it's only been so-and-so amount of time. And you have to give them 2 years. Fuck 2 years. It took me a week to find out what would have taken you 2 years. Basically, is that what you're saying? It took me a week, but it would have taken you 2 years. But I'm the idiot. But I'm the simple-minded one. Okay. Screw that. Because obviously, I was the one that was right. And you weren't. So, yeah, what is your excuse now? How are you going to spin this in TNA's favor? Because you have an excuse each and every week after TNA's ratings, they come out and they completely suck. You have an excuse accompanying that. 1 week, oh, it's WrestleMania. That's why TNA's ratings were so low. But, it was expected. Oh, Stone Cold is hosting. That's why TNA's ratings were so low. But it was expected. We knew this was going to happen. Oh, Shawn Michaels retired. Oh, that's why TNA's ratings are so low. Oh, the WWE draft. That's why TNA's ratings are so low. Oh, John Cena passed gas. That's why TNA's ratings are so low. Every fucking week, it was excuse after excuse after excuse. But you still hyped up a war. You still hyped up this Monday Night War. How much time did it take for you guys to realize that excuse after excuse, obviously a trend is going to start developing? And a trend did develop. And that trend was, no matter what the fuck WWE did on Monday nights, TNA's ratings still were going to suck. But you guys spin the argument. You say, oh, Spike TV is happy with the ratings. TNA, they're happy with the ratings. Let me break it down to you very simply. Simple math for you guys. TNA hires Eric Bischoff, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Jeff Hardy, RVD. These 5 guys, I'm pretty sure they're not coming to the company cheap. TNA, they have to pay them, whether it's through Panda Energy or whether it's through Spike TV. It doesn't matter. It's still being counted as an expense for TNA. They have to pay them, so that means salaries go up. You move to Monday nights, and then every other week you're going live. That means a higher production budget. So that means more money you have to pay. Then you're advertising the show more, putting up ads in Times Square, putting commercials during Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. That means marketing budget goes up also. So you move to Monday nights, and the ratings go down. So all of this investment, and you're not getting a return on your investment. That's simple math right there. It's simple fucking math. But it seemed like I was one of the very few people that actually got that. But the TNA fans, the delusional, loudmouth shit talkers, you tried to spin this in TNA's favor, and it completely failed. So I want to see you spin this in TNA's favor. Now, go do it down in the comment section, because I need something to laugh at. Because I've been laughing all day at TNA retreating, defeated, running back to Thursday nights with their tail between their fucking legs. I've been laughing at that all day, but I need something else to laugh at. And your excuses, your spinning the argument, I'm going to laugh at that also. Because there's nothing that you can do at this point. What are you going to say? Oh, this was smart for TNA to move to Thursday nights. Well, by saying this was smart, that's ignoring the fucking dumb decision that put them in this, put them here in the first place. That's like saying, if a guy walked up to a dog, started poking the fucking pit bull in the face with a stick, and the pit bull hauls off and bites the hell out of him, and the guy runs away after he got bit. You're saying, oh, he was smart for running away. What the fuck? You're not going to say that. You're going to say he was dumb for messing with the pit bull in the first place. You don't mess with the big dogs because when your ass get bit, you're going to be the one looking stupid. And that's exactly what TNA is doing right now. Now, people aren't going to take them seriously. People are going to look at them like a joke. You try to start a war and you epically and utterly fail. After just 2 months, moving back to Thursday nights. And for the people who want to talk about the quality of the show, oh, well, TNA, it still has a better quality of the show. Oh, the ratings don't matter. Look, TNA doesn't have ratings, and they don't have the fucking quality either. So they're screwed either way you look at this, because I just watched this last episode of Impact. One word came to mind. Clusterfuck. You started off the show. I'll give them props for starting it off with Ric Flair and Jay Lethal because that was pretty entertaining. But all that led to was a fucking brawl. You get into a brawl, you start the brawl, go to commercial, then you come back and you start the brawl once again. That took up 30 minutes, a whole quarter of the show with just a fucking brawl. And then Hulk Hogan comes out, and he's like, oh yeah, you guys want action? We're going to give you action. Total non-stop action. So he books a world title match, RVD versus Desmond Wolfe. A 3-minute fucking match. 3 minutes. And he also 3 minutes, Abyss versus AJ Styles. That's action. That's total non-stop action. 2-3 fucking minute matches. And then let's go back to the world title match. You had RVD versus Desmond Wolfe. He got a title match because the fans online voted for him to be the #1 contender. And then, they're painting this as, oh, this is what the TNA fans wanted. I'm pretty sure that's not what they wanted. When they voted for Desmond Wolfe to be the #1 contender, they were basically saying, hey, TNA, pay attention to this guy. We think he's great. We think he's deserving of a push. We think that he could be a legitimate contender. They didn't say, hey, throw him in a fucking squash match and make him look bad versus the world champion. That's not what they wanted. And I'm pretty sure that's not what they wanted. But TNA, they want to say, oh, we're giving the fans what they want. No, you're not doing that. All you're doing is giving RVD something to occupy his time until the pay-per-view. Basically, feeding him jobbers, probably until you get the person, you choose the person that, the fans choose the person that you want him to face. That's probably all the hell you're doing. But like I said, I'm pretty sure that's not what the fans wanted. And you have a 3-minute world title match just to go back into more Hulk Hogan. And him and Sting in a segment that people are saying didn't make any fucking sense at all. That whole show was a fucking clusterfuck. Every minute of it I saw, you had 20 things going on. 10 minutes crammed into 1 minute of a fucking show. So TNA, they're in trouble right now. They're in a creative down point, and also they have like the management is running around like fucking chickens with their head cut off. Oh, and I just had to jump back in here. Speaking of TNA management, they're promoting this retreat. They're promoting their surrendering as, oh, we're going to give the fans what they want. We're going to move TNA back to Thursday nights, and we're going to maximize viewership of Impact. All of a sudden, you're now concerned with maximizing the viewership of Impact. Shouldn't that have been a damn concern from day one? I want to know what was the thought process from the complete fucking morons that are running TNA. How did you rationalize moving Impact to Monday nights if your goal was to maximize viewership for Impact? You're getting 1.2s unopposed from any other wrestling TV show on Thursday nights, but you think going head up with the #1 wrestling show in the world, that's going to maximize your viewership? Monday Night Raw has been on Mondays for over 15 years, but the morons running TNA thought, oh, we're going to move to Monday nights and compete head-to-head with our #1 competitor, and we're going to maximize our viewership. What the fuck were you thinking? And I'll tell you exactly what they were thinking. They were promoting this saying, oh, the traditional professional wrestling audience is on Monday nights. There is no fucking traditional professional wrestling audience anymore. WWE's audience is on Monday nights. What the fuck were you thinking? I'll tell you exactly what they were thinking. Again, they were thinking, Oh, Monday Nitro, a lot of people were bitter when Vince McMahon bought out WCW, and they hate Vince so much they're never going to watch an episode of Raw again. So they're sitting around not doing shit for 10 years, almost 10 years. They're just sitting at home saying, gosh, by golly, I'm waiting for another wrestling promotion to have a TV show on Monday nights. And as soon as they do, I'm going to watch. That's basically what the fuck they were thinking. They were thinking that the WCW, the bitter old WCW fans were just sitting around waiting for another show to come right along. And they were going to jump on board with TNA. Well, guess what? That was an epic and utter fucking fail. It did not happen. And you look pretty stupid right now. Because you were saying the traditional professional wrestling audience was on Monday nights. Well, it seems like you were rejected by the traditional professional wrestling audience. So, yeah, all of you delusional TNA fans, I want to know what you think now. I really want to know what your thoughts are now. Will you continue being delusional, or will you finally face reality? If you want to continue being delusional, you can do that shit on Thursday nights. But as far as TNA and Monday nights go, peace out. Aha.